All right, if you are struggling to get booked or even seen on Airbnb, you need to know there's an actual algorithm that Airbnb uses. So we're gonna give you 7 SEO tricks to trick that algorithm into getting you more views, more bookings, and that means more money in your pocket. So we're gonna run through these 7 SEO hacks pretty quickly because they're not that complicated. The first thing is, on a new listing, when you're creating a new listing, automatically Airbnb is going to boost you for about the next month because they want to see new listings get quick results. So that's number 1. So the next one is the new listing promo. And this used to be something that you could choose, but it seems like it's now something that Airbnb just automatically does for your new listing. If I hover over any of these dates, it says that there's a 20% offer for the next 90 days and it'll happen on your first 3 bookings. You can choose to remove this if you want, but I highly recommend keeping it on there. And all you do is just adjust and increase your rate by 20% to match the offset of that. And because it's at a 20% discount, doesn't matter what your price is, Airbnb, because they see that discount, is going to push your listing towards the top. So I would absolutely do that 20% new listing promo. Then when you go to actually finish up all the things on your listing. For example, if we're finishing up this one's unlisted and it's going to be listed here soon. If I'm going to go and look into all this, what I want to make sure is that all of my description is completed. So if I click on edit here, you'll notice every single one of our boxes is completed here. If I go to my amenities, I want to make sure that every single amenity has a check or an X next to it. If it does not, it's incomplete. So if you notice, every single one of ours does. Another way that you can do this is you can actually look at insights and you can say, hey, has all of my opportunities been completed? And I can actually look based on the specific property as well of which of mine have been completed. So if I go, hey, let's click on allow pets. Here's all the properties that I could apply that to allow for pets. Or if, hey, I know I have free parking at 100% of my properties. What's going on? How come one of them isn't? Oh, okay, well, that's why. So now I just want to click on add free parking and boom, now I've got that one completed as well. So if you're ever having issues with anything, I would make sure that you've got all of your boxes complete and opportunities completely updated as well. The next thing is just consistently updating all of your listings. So if I'm going to my listings and if I just click on even one of them, now when you just have one, it's going to be a different view for you here. But if you notice, it says modified and it has yesterday modified for just about all of these. Well, that's as simple as just going in, clicking on it and saying, all right, well, let's go in here and modify something. How about we just go ahead and delete this period and save. Now watch what happens. Double the space right here. It says modified yesterday. If I save that and I refresh, look at what happens here. It jets up to the top. All right, it's now modified as of today instead of yesterday. How about that? And that is just a very simple thing to show Airbnb that you're consistently changing up your listings and that you're an active host. Then I would also send out your listing to all your friends. Maybe you are on some Facebook groups, whatever that looks like, and ask them, hey, can you do me a favor and just click save really quick on this and add it to your wish list? The more wish list, that's tough to say, the more wish lists that you're on, the more views that you're going to get as well. So this is one of those things that especially my students, they'll share their listing with me and I'll go ahead and save it to my wish list right away to help them with their algorithm and getting onto the first page. High quality photos. Look at this. Every single one of our places has high quality photos and they're organized in a way that it's going to assign it to each individual bedroom as well. How do you do that? That's really simple. If you just go to edit the listing down to rooms and spaces and click on edit, you can assign photos to every single place in the house. The key here is if you don't assign one photo, it won't do this view. And then lastly, I would absolutely in the beginning go for shorter stays. How do you do that? You just put a maximum stay on your availability. So if I were to go to this listing right here and I go to pricing and availability, I would make sure that I have a, call it 2 to 3 night minimum. and then a maximum of maybe 5 to 7 nights so that you can start accumulating reviews as quickly as possible.